Hello everyone, this is Brandy again with Sacred Arcana Tarot, bringing you a monthly reading. Virgo! I'm happy to see you because I'm a Virgo too. Yay to all my fellow Virgos. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing a monthly check-in tarot reading. So this is kind of going to give us an overview of the energies that we're going to be experiencing next month, and Lord knows there's been a lot of energies floating around recently. I tell you what, I can't take much more random energy. I'm I'm tired. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we got going here. All right. So I'm going to lay out the cards. Interesting. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, what's with us and all these reversals, guys? Ah, come on! Oh my god. Okay, Virgos. I'm not sure about March. Can we just skip March and go to April? So I'm not sure I'm gonna like this. Okay. So first off, this is us. This is where we are. We're feeling a scarcity mindset right now. We feel like we don't have anyone. We feel like we don't have enough money. We don't have enough energy in our life. I mean, I know I'm tired. I know I just said that I'm tired, but Spirit always says with this card especially that it's never as bad as you think it is. Even though it feels bad and you may perceive it as being, oh, woe is me energy, it's not, because here's the key. This door is closed, but you have the key to open it. You just have to look up, raise your head, and look, and there it is. And then you can go through the door and your worries should recede. So Five of Pentacles can mean arguments of some degree. So you could be in a situation, Virgo, where you're arguing about money, maybe with your significant other, and you feel like you're not getting any help in the matter. So maybe you're sharing the bills and the other person is not holding up their end of the bargain. They're not giving as much money as they should for the monthly bills. So that's another possibility. So this is where we are, guys. Oh no. Oh. Leo. I just did Leo, and theirs was kind of a financial feeling too for the month. So, oh man. Ugh. Apparently we're all worrying about money. Okay, so number 2, the theme of the month. No! The theme of the month is balancing your finances, balancing the energy of abundance. So if you think you don't have enough, Spirit is going to say, well, okay, so that's what you're looking for, right? Here, boom. All of a sudden your bills are going to go up. You're not going to have the money that you used to have to, go out and buy an extra pair of shoes or, spend it the way you want it. So the theme here is saying, man, watch how you put out your energy. Watch how you put out those vibes to Spirit when it comes to your finances. You can't have a negative mindset because that's all you're going to get in return. So you need to go, okay, even though I don't feel like I have enough, I do. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the fact that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for the fact that I have, food in my refrigerator, that, I'm not hungry, I'm not homeless. So think of it more in the lines of gratitude, and you'll be able to emit that generosity of Spirit to where you're giving away that generosity without feeling like you're going to get anything in return. And Spirit is reciprocal when it comes to that. They're like, oh, look at that. They're grateful. So they'll start sending you more positive types of abundance. So we have to work on that. Oh, that can be tough. Okay, so number 3 is a key goal to pursue. And if that isn't, that's tough. That is tough. So it's temperance. Virgo, I don't know about you, but this is hard. It's really hard for me to stay balanced. Inevitably, something always takes my focus, whether I'm all in with work, or I'm all in with a relationship, or I'm all in with my family. This is something that is really hard for me to work through. So Spirit is telling us, you have got to balance yourself. You have got to stop giving away so much of yourself that you're losing your ability to find your own self. So this can be about anything. You know, if you are working from home and you're putting all your energy in your children, Spirit says you got to make time for yourself. So whatever you're doing that is putting you out of balance, Virgo, work on staying in balance. Work on that give and take, which is similar to this with the energy. I mean, this is more focused on abundance and finances and even work. This is balance overall, but this also kind of has a spiritual feel to it. I always think of this card as he's an angel, because I don't know if you can see the wings, but he has wings. So this has a feeling for me. You've got the moon and you've got the sun. So you've got to embrace both sides, good and bad, black and white. A lot of times we also see ourselves in black and white and not gray, right? So either you're fine with yourself, you feel, yeah, you know what, I'm a great person, or you hate yourself, you feel like you're a bad person, you know, you feel dark. And when you have those moments of shadow that kind of come over you, it's part of the journey. We've all been there. But Spirit says, relax, let both energies flow through you. Good, bad, black, white, shadow, non-shadow. All of this is a part of you. It's what makes you you. And you need to embrace it in a balanced way. Okay, so let's move on to the 4th one. We have an obstacle to overcome. Ho ho! King of Wands. I always think of Leo, and my sister is a Leo, so the inner joke for me is, yeah, I need to overcome my sister. Ha ha ha. But for those of you that don't have a Leo sister, this is someone who is very comfortable with themselves. They're entrepreneurial. They've worked their way up, and they're very content with their creativity. The fact that this is reversed says that is something that we have to work on. We're doubting ourselves in some kind of creative endeavor. We need to feel like, which this ties in with the balance too, we need to accept that sometimes we're not naturally talented in a skill. We have to work at it. And I know that I have issues with that, and that sounds vain, but I'm not vain, but you know how sometimes you're like, you see other people that, like drawing, you see other people that can draw and you're like, man, they make it look so easy. I think I can do that. I want to do that. And then you draw something and the best you can do is a stick figure and you're like, this sucks. I suck. I'm never going to be able to draw like these other people. Spirit is saying you've got to have confidence in yourself. You've got to be able to say, okay, so this might take me a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to see where this leads me. I'm okay with the fact that I'm not in charge and I am learning from other people. So are you comfortable with learning from other people? This feels like you're not. A king knows when to listen to their advisors and when to take their advice and when to go out on their own. And this feels like you're not willing to take anyone's advice or even your own. So be mindful of that. This is something I can definitely relate to with overcoming. Okay, so we have a major accomplishment Two of Pentacles reversed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking at that going, really? That's our major accomplishment? Two of Pentacles? I don't know about that. So, once again, I always associate the Two of Pentacles with balance. The balance of finances, right? So, you have the ability to make your finances work, but it's going to take a little bit of a juggling act. This is implying that you're not going to have to juggle. That fear that you might have within you that says, I don't know if I can afford this. I don't know if I can really do this with my money. It's not there. And that's good. That's really good. The bad thing is too, though, is when it's upside down, when it's reversed, it typically means that you're taking on too much. You know, there's no way that you can balance things because you've got too much going on. You have too many projects and not enough hands. So in this respect, you need to take a time out. You've got to kind of back off and reevaluate and say, okay, wait a minute. I have got to figure out where to put my focus. If I don't put my focus on one or two things, they are all going to just crash to the floor. And it's not going to work. It's absolutely not going to work. So a major accomplishment is going to be when you can do this. When you can put up your boundaries and say, you know what, I'm going to have to say no to this. I can't do it. It's not going to be fair to you or me if I say yes and then you have to scramble to find someone at the last minute because I can't complete this. I can't help you anymore. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, so let's go up here. What to avoid? Oh yeah, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Tell you, Leo got that too. Tell you, money is on everyone's mind, it seems like. So when the page is in reverse, this can mean kind of procrastinating, like you're not moving that energy forward, right? So like you're not sending out, well, let me put it to you like this. If you think you can't do it before you even start, then Spirit will agree with you and say, yep, you can't do it. And that's the answer that you'll receive. This is showing that you're procrastinating. It can be because you don't believe in yourself. It can be because you have a tendency to overextend yourself. You're not focusing your energy enough to where you can see the growth in your abundance. And I know that I can do that, especially when my friends come to me and say, hey, I need help with this. Or my family will come and say, hey, listen, can you cook this weekend? So-and-so's coming over. So I'll say yes automatically. And then I'll think back later and I'm like, oh, I should have said no. I'm very bad about that. And then I tend to drag my feet sometimes because I'm like, I don't have the energy for this. So this is what's happening with this card. You've got to avoid procrastinating, but you've also got to avoid that lack of progress that can happen where you're kind of teetering back and forth and you're stagnant. Okay, so let's look at what to embrace. Ho! We have the 10 of Wands and it is reversed. Oh my goodness. Okay. So typically this is the card of burden. You know, you see the guy and he's got all those wands that he's bundled together that's laying on his back and he's kind of not crawling, but he's bent over. You know, the weight of them is really taking its toll on him. But in this card, she's upright, she's already come over the mountain, you know, she's got all of her stuff and she's moving on. When it's reversed, it can mean that you need to stand up for yourself. You need to hold your ground and say, you know what, this doesn't work for me. This isn't good for me. I'm not going to be able to help you. I'm not going to be able to work with you on that. I'm not going to be able to finish that project for you. Instead of pushing the burdens onto someone else, or instead of walking away, you just stand your ground and you say, you know what? Nope, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. You know, like going to your boss and saying, look, if you want this project finished within the next week or two, I'm going to have some help. But just, you know, that's just the way it is, boss. I'm going to have some help. So instead of trying to do everything on your own, you stand up and you say, you know what? This doesn't work for me. And that happens a lot, like if you're out of balance, Virgo. So you might need to do a meditation to where you can kind of look inward and see which one of your chakras are out of balance. Because I know when I am out of balance, then I tend to start getting a lot of reversals. And Spirit, I mean, especially since Spirit is saying balance, 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 be careful, be mindful. Just be aware of that. Definitely be aware of that. So, okay, let's look at this. Where to find support? Interesting. It is the Two of Cups reversed. Huh. Wow. Okay. So generally I think of the Two of Cups as the relationship card, right? So this is when the two people are like looking in each other's eyes and they're like, I found you. I'm so happy to have found you. Here's my cup. No, here's my cup. And it can mean friendship as well. But if you're looking to find support, it's going to be hard because you're not going to be able to find it because you are so clogged emotionally. You're not open to support. You're not open to love. You're not open to being able to receive the help that you really, really need. So you need to stand up for yourself. And I know for me, I have to be pushed pretty far before I stand up for myself. But once I stand up for myself, it's kind of like, boom, the roof has kind of been blown off. So some of you may be the same way. And it's really hard for me to ask for help. And when I do, sometimes I don't expect so much help in return. And that could be you. You could feel like, well, there's no point in asking for help because I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get the type of help and support that I need. And Spirit is saying, no, it's okay. Help is coming, but you've got to be open to it. Okay, so the final one, advice and encouragement. Hey, I don't know about you guys, but the world as advice and encouragement is making me pretty dang happy. It's making me go, woohoo! So I always associate this with happy endings. Success, abundance. So whatever it is that you're trying to achieve for the month of March, it's going to happen. It's going to be kind of bumpy. You're going to have to really work on balancing your emotional, your spiritual, and your physical body. You're going to have to put your foot down and say, you know what, this ain't working for me. I need help, or I need XYZ. Be open to support. Be open to help. Be open to the fact that you can't do it all. And really embracing that and saying, you know what? I'm only one person. There's only so much of me to go around. And that's just the way it is. But Spirit says it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Okay, so let's look. I want to do some clarifiers. I want to see about the Two of Pentacles. Let's do Two of Pentacles first. Why is Two of Pentacles? Whoop! Wow. They are flying. Okay. We've got too many choices. We have too many choices, and I know that if I have too many choices, it's like I want to do them all. Because I think, well, if I do this one, and this one ends up being better, I'm going to kick myself because I didn't do this one. So maybe I should do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Spirit says, no, you can't do that. You've really got to focus your energy, especially when it comes to your money and abundance. You've really got to focus it. Okay, so let's look at the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Okay, that's too late. Half the deck fell out. That's not going to work. That was a oops on Brandy's part, not Spirit's part. Okay, so why is whoop, and this one flew out. right, guys and gals. We know deep down why the King of Wands is here. We're not using our intuition like we should. We are really bogging ourselves down with our emotions, and we need to be a little bit more cut and dry is what's come to mind from Spirit. And when I say cut and dry, I mean you've got to balance, there's that word again, got to balance your mind with your heart. So when you make a decision, you've got to use both. If you just use your heart, that can lead you astray. If you just use your mind, then you're not going to be able to have the joy that goes with the decision. So wow, we know. Okay, last clarifier. Which one should I do? Should I do Temperance or should I do the Ten of Wands? You know what? I'm going to do the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Here. Ten of Wands. Ten of... Okay. How did I know she was going to come up? Okay. So we have the High Priestess in reverse. We are not looking at the signs that Spirit is telling us. We are not looking at all of those little clues and all of the intuition and those little bitty feelings that we're getting inside of us. We're not standing our ground, and we're also not following our intuition. We're not seeing the signs. We're blinding ourselves to the signs that Spirit is trying to give us. Oh my gosh. And Spirit is saying, you know, your intuition is telling you the answer. If you just open up to it. You need to open up to it. Oh, Virgo. Man, but we have a March like no other. Okay, I'm going to draw one more clarifier for the world. Because I'm a Virgo too, and I want to see, to be completely honest. So the world. What is the world here? What is the world? Here. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, it has to do with money. Oh, my fellow Virgos. It has to do with money. So that can be, some people call it the miser card, where you're holding on to everything that you have, and you really feel like you can't share what you have. You can't, you can't give to others because you may not have enough. But Spirit is saying that you've got plenty. Success is in your hands. Success is there. And I always see this as a woman who holds the purse strings. You know that phrase, she holds the purse strings? That's what I always think when I see this. So it could be that you are the breadwinner in your family, Virgo, and you want to make sure everyone is taken care of. Spirit is saying they will be. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. The family's going to be fine. Your money's going to be fine. Relax that hold on the finances a little bit. Don't throw money away, but just relax your hold a little bit. Oh my gosh, Virgo. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if any of this resonated with you. Let me know if you have problems with balance like I do. I stink at it. And don't forget to hit that bell notification in the corner there. It lets you know when I upload new videos. I'll see you next time.